Whoa! We are back. And you know, Almost Live is not just a vehicle for entertainment. Far from it. As a matter of fact, we dedicate ourselves to furthering the advancement of the scientific field of knowledge of all endeavors. Whatever. In any case, to that end, please welcome a personal friend of mine, a great humanitarian, and an all-around nice guy. Please welcome Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Bill, come on out. Nice to see you.
Nice to be seen, John.
Great to have you here, Bill. Gosh.
Great to be had.
Thanks, thanks. You know, the audience, myself, we're all just wondering what depths of scientific inquiry are we going to plumb tonight?
Indeed, John. You know, I get cards and letters. I get faxes nowadays.
You get faxes in your car?
No, I haven't reached that point. Phone mail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, phone mail. Anyway, the question is, I'm in a car, you're in a car, one is in a car going 50 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
Is it better to hit another car head-on, also going 50, or should you hit a brick wall at, say, 100 miles an hour? That's 50, 50, or 100 into the brick wall. Which is better?
I guess the basic question is two cars hitting each other at 50 miles an hour the same as running one car into a wall at 100 miles an hour?
The same. Indeed, a very good question. And funnily enough, I have just the equipe to verify or to research this concept.
I'm glad you got that because, you know, Bill, that's a question that's always perplexed me, and I've often thought of maybe crossing the center line, you know, some night to test that out. But I'm glad we can do it here in the, you know, pristine laboratory environment that we have. That's, you know, that's what I think of Almost Live, a pristine laboratory environment.
Huh. Wonder if people in management know that.
Okay.
Well, John, before we begin, very important, John, please put these on.
Right, Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't want to proceed
the
without
safety
those.
glasses.
Yeah. You look sharp.
Okay.
I have here two vehicles.
Uh-huh.
We see we have the balloon passengers, and we have the glass ball bumpers. I may just show you here, set them down on the roadway.
Uh-huh.
Now, the roadway is constructed, you notice these cars don't have motors, so what we're going to do is we're going to use gravity to get the cars going at the same speed.
Right. Sort of like a demolition Pinewood Derby or something like that.
Yeah, well, this is science.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, now, if you'll just pull your car up to the proper place there.
All right.
Now, what we'll do is we'll release these cars on go, which will be subsequent to a 1.
All right. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well. Okay, so they both broke there, Bill.
Yeah, that's really not what I anticipated.
Well, maybe if we look at the instant replay, we might be able to sort this out.
Sort it out.
Let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, there they are. They're okay, and when they hit, they're okay.
You see?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Now, everybody, just bear with. The guy was okay till the water balloon landed on the shards of glass.
Yeah. Which, maybe another type of bumper would have been more prudent, Bill. But you know, that's, I guess, another show. But you know.
So see, we were okay till we landed on the
shards of broken glass.
Yeah. So
much like you might find on a highway if two cars, you know, were to collide.
If you were a water balloon.
If you were a water balloon, sure. Boy, we're just about to get cold fusion here, I think.
Yeah. Okay. No.
All right.
John, what I want to do, I want to take the experiment, of course.
Well, you've got the studio all wet. That's good.
I want to take the experiment the next step.
Okay.
And that, of course, involves building a brick wall.
On
our roadway, which I happen to have here.
We have a hypothetical brick wall in the roadway, which in this case is an actual brick wall, too.
Yes, it is an actual brick wall.
Okay.
What a coincidence.
Well, this is fun. I hope, you know, we got puddles here.
Yeah, that's okay, John. It's science. Now, John, I have here a third vehicle, anticipating there might have been some sort of problem like that. And this vehicle
who has a smile, you'll notice, but no eyes.
His eyes are sort of minimalist. They're kind of a stingray, you know, the aquatic animal eyes. Here's sort of a crab thing.
Okay.
And I think that's the future in automobiles. Now,
all right.
What I'm going to do is put the car at a considerably higher distance to simulate not running two cars into each other at 50, but running into a brick wall at 100. Now, this passenger is specially developed, no longer filled with water. No, this is not a water balloon. This is a butterscotch pudding balloon.
Ah, great. I think I'm going to step back a bit then, Bill. I think I'm going to...
You've got your safety glasses on.
Got them on.
Yeah. All right, John. Well, as you saw, the other balloons survived the crash. Of course, some problems with the highway. This balloon, then, let's watch.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. Pretty
Can we
messy
see
there.
the instant replay, John?
Okay, let's take a look. Mm-hmm. Well, it looked like it survived the crash too there, Bill. Looked like it broke it.
Well, you know, John, we work on these things a great deal, of course, and in this case we have, no, I wouldn't call it a total disaster, but sort of the exact, not really the result that we anticipated at all. And
but we do have a messy studio.
we do.
So,
We have trashed the studio.
We have trashed the studio.
Thank you.
But this experiment aside, you know, if this were to happen in the real world, Bill, just tell us what would happen.
Oh, goodness. Well, John, you know, 1/2 mv squared equals mgh in this case. So what you're going to have then is the height of gravity, the height above the floor, then increasing the kinetic energy. But the kinetic energy goes as the square of the speed. So running into the wall at twice the speed, you'd have 4 times the energy, and on paper, you'd be trashed. Also, when you run 2 cars together, you see both cars absorb energy, and the other car then running into the brick wall only has 1 car to absorb that much more energy.
I see.
So, you know, any way you look at it, you're sort of in for a load of hurt. What you'll be is butterscotch all over the highway, John.
Ah, I see. So the message is that if you're going down the road and you're careening out of control at 50 miles an hour, and you've got the chance to either run into the say, the side of the tunnel or go into the tunnel and meet an oncoming car, you want to do...
Into the tunnel.
Into the tunnel and meet the oncoming car.
The innocent car, right.
Well, I'm glad that we can always provide people with useful information on Almost Live.
Sure,
Bill,
John.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's been nice to have you here again. And, geez, if there's any other fascinating experience we can do like this, just come back anytime.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
Thank you all.
We'll be right back.